What's going on? This is David, and I'm here to help you out with a little bit of hip mobility. And this is now take 30. And the last take, I got 5 minutes in, and somebody drove up the driveway and right in the middle of the camera. So if that happens again, I'm still going. So if you're like me, you're a triathlete, you're a cyclist, endurance athlete, you might suffer from chronic hip mobility issues. I have zero hip extension. I don't know if this is a zero. This is more of a zero. I'm just making fun of myself because that's what I do, and I'm a funny guy. I don't know. Anyway, so let me just get into our hip mobility. It's a combination of static stretching and something called PNF, which stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And if you look at my Instagram story this morning, I kind of go off on a rant because a couple bros out there don't think that static stretching is helping. So we're just going to keep rolling now. All right, position one, we're kneeling. All right, one leg's up in front, one leg's behind, and we're going to start with a pelvic tilt. All right, so you're going to go ahead and draw this belly button in, and you're going to squeeze your glutes at the same time. That should tuck your pelvis under, and if you're as tight as me, you should feel a stretch in the front of this leg immediately, okay? Two hands here. You're going to slightly push on your leg. That's just going to keep your posture nice and tall, and then you're going to tuck and squeeze at the same time, and we're holding that for 5 seconds. So slight pressure, tuck and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Go back to neutral position, and then we'll go ahead and do it one more time. So we'll go ahead, tuck, push, and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now if you want more of an intense stretch, this back toe, you can go ahead and tuck it under. I don't know if I'm ready for more intense, we'll try it out. And now I want you to progress the intensity with how much you're squeezing your glutes and how much you're pushing on your thigh. So let's go ahead and push and squeeze a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Maybe I'll use a little less intensity. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Or we'll do it one more time so we do a total of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So that contract, relax is that PNF concept, all right? So then you go ahead and you do the other side. Okay. Movement number 2, all right? So I'll come here, legs out in front, but now we're going out to the side. So we're working adductors, okay? Hand is here. So the PNF movement here is that I'm pushing my hand back on my knee, but I'm going ahead and I'm resisting with my knee at the exact same time, all right? The way that this was taught to me was to bring this hand up and then squeeze it back and down and keep everything over here tight. I think the point of that is just to open up your chest and to bring your torso in this direction while you're trying to open up your groin, all right? So we'll go ahead and we'll do it that way because that's how we were taught. So arm up, make a fist, bring it down nice and tight, and then pushing and squeezing over here, pushing and resisting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, and that's tight. You should feel your stretch in the groin adductor region here, okay? So one more time, hand up, back down, push and resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And then just like previously, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the intensity every time. So a bigger push and squeeze here, resist and push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. 2 more times, we're doing a total of 5. Here, bring it down, push and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And one more time. Here, down, push and resist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And the whole time I'm doing that, I'm trying to be aware of my pelvis position and my core. So I'm not letting everything fall forward. I'm trying to keep this drawn in and trying to keep that neutral position up through my spine. Not over exaggerated, but just neutral. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side. Because we want to be even, at least somewhat even. Next movement, we're going to go ahead. Knees out to the side, toes are pointing out. I like to think of my ankles in line with my knees, and then we'll go ahead and we'll have hands here. So this is just simply rocking forward and then rocking back. And you'll feel that stretch as you try to push your hips back into space, give it a hold, and then come forward. These rocks feel nice, and then push back. But that's what we get when we want to be in a Zen place. Come forward, and then push back. Come forward, and push back. Maybe you're trying to push a little bit more. Make sure you're breathing. Come forward, and then push back. So that's more dynamic. It's not so much static. Static would be a hold for much longer of time. Usually with research, static hold, you see a length of 30 seconds for a hold. But we're just going and we're working into the movement. And now we'll go ahead and we'll try to grab some rotation in the hip. So place your hands where they could be more comfortable. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna bring one hip down towards the ground, and you're gonna try to rotate this leg out, like that, as much as you can. And then come back, push the hips back, get that stretch. I'm dropping my right hip towards the ground, okay? And then I'm rotating my right foot out as much as I can, and then coming back. So there's 2, we'll go again, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. And we'll go ahead and do the other side. So hands come over here. Hands feel great on the rocks. And we'll go ahead and rotate this leg out. 1, and back, a little hold. 2, three. Make sure you're breathing. 4, and 5. Nice job. And then if you want, you can just push the hips back, give those a nice static stretch. Maybe give them 30 seconds. Let everything open up. There is a reason we hold it for 30 seconds. I'm not going to get into that science because then you'll leave me, and I don't want you to. I'm going to try to keep this entertaining. All right? Okay, so let's take these rocks off my hands before they leave marks. I guess this was kind of like a static stretch. I'm still holding the position, okay? All right, so we'll bring these in. Now we're gonna bring one foot in front, all right? So now we're like this. One leg is out in front. This foot is against this thigh, and we're gonna work a little bit of rotation as well as a little bit of hip extension. So hands are out in front, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna walk yourself backwards as much as you can. This foot is stopping this leg from following you as you rotate, okay? So we're gonna go ahead. I'm also gonna turn my head, try to work some cervical neck mobility here, and we're gonna look behind as much as we can and give that a nice hold. Maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you know what? Maybe 30 seconds if you're feeling good. I have no idea if you can hear me when I'm talking that way, but I'm just trying to get my cervical neck mobility in, all right? Don't be judgy. Turn around. Good. And then come back. Give yourself a little break because we like breaks. We like breaks, okay? And now this time, I'm going to turn and I'm going to lower myself down to the ground a little bit. So here, rotating back, and then give ourselves a little drop. Drop towards the ground. Maybe I throw a hand in there. relax, come back, and I would do that another 3 times. So why not? I got time. I'm in the sun. I'm in a Zen garden, so it's beautiful. Let's go. Here, drop, hand, really reaching up, trying to work that shoulder mobility. Maybe I'm trying to reach back and forth a little bit. Maybe I'm playing. Maybe I'm playing while I'm in this position. And then come back. It's all about playing, right? Playing when appropriate. Let's go back. One more time. Stretch. Maybe I'm playing a little bit with depth. Maybe I'm dropping a little bit and then coming back up. And working our way back. All right, so I'm going to do that to the other side, just so I'm even. So here, this is against this thigh, and I'm going to go ahead and walk myself back. Cool. Bring it back. I certainly have more mobility, I think, in this side than I do the other side. Now I'll go ahead, drop a little bit. Come back up. Turn back around. I'm just going to do that a couple more times. So here, start to turn. I'll drop. Maybe I'll incorporate the arm. Trying to reach up towards the sky. And try not to be closed. Try to keep thinking about being open. And back. And I try to think of my shoulder blades being back and down, and my chest being open, just because I'm constantly hunched over on the bike handlebars. So any opportunity I can try to retrain myself to sit up, I will. So one more time. Come back. Maybe this time I play a little bit. So I drop, come up, drop, come up. Maybe I bring the hand in here now, really reach, open up, drop a little more, and up. Turn that head a little more, so you're working on mobility of that neck. Cool. That's great too, especially if you're a swimmer and you're constantly breathing to one side. Not that that's going to fix 25,000 yards a week of breathing to one side, but if you can work mobility of that neck in the opposite direction, I'm sure that must do something. All right, so let's go lastly into a little piriformis stretch. So you have pigeon pose here. All right, if you have this knee in front of this left hip, you're going to have more glute medius, glute minimus work going on. But when you try to bring that knee across, then you're going to grab more piriformis. Okay? Again, not a yoga instructor. I'm not an expert when it comes to mobility and flexibility like ballet dancer. I have one client who has a granddaughter who's in ABT, the American Ballet Theater in New York City. And she straps her legs to these wooden sticks and does these splits for 4, 5, 6 minutes at a time. So if you want to look at the master of mobility and flexibility, just go online and research a bunch of ballet dancers. But all I know is that this feels good. I play a little bit with rotation as I'm in this position. Turning left, turning right. Hopefully you can all hear me because I'm new to this video gig. Maybe I lower myself to the ground a little bit. Come back up. Maybe I try to drop my glute, my left glute a little bit to the ground. And then come back up. You also might want to warm up a little bit before doing this. So maybe 5-minute jog. Maybe a little marching in place. Maybe you're dancing in the kitchen while you're making breakfast. Do I do that? No. Stop it. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the other side. So here, bring that in. Back and down. And that's it. So that's a little routine. And the whole point of that is so I can be back here on the bike in a quick amount of time. Because if you're training an hour and a half, 2+ hours, who has time for another hour hip mobility routine? So work your way up, start at 5 sets, go to 7, hold the stretches a little bit longer, go from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and you'll be golden. So I think if you do that a couple times a week, you'll feel a big difference. And then we'll just get on the bike and we'll reverse all the progress we did. And do it again. All right, everyone. Have a nice day. Adios.